where exactly we are going to use the OBIEE. So OBIEE is a reporting tool, but where exactly we are going to use this OBIEE in the data warehousing project. So now, let us think we are having any business. The business can be a banking business, insurance, sales, anything. If it is a business, it means that they are going to store the data. Data is generally stored in databases. So let us think we are having a bank and it is operating in United States location, and they are storing the data in SQL server, let us assume. So this is United States location, and they are using SQL server, which is Microsoft related database. So generally the banks will be operating in multiple locations. So even let us think this bank is also operating in India also. But here let us think they are using some other data source instead of SQL. Instead of SQL, let us think they are using Oracle database. Oracle related database means Oracle is having many flavors of databases again. Okay, like Enterprise Edition, Standard Edition, Express Edition. So let us even think it is even operating in third location, which is UK. And in UK, let us think they are using Excel file, which is nothing but flat file system. So now, same business is operating in different locations and they are storing the data in different formats. So now, they want to expand their business into fourth location. So before expanding their business into fourth location, they want to make sure that they are having sufficient amount of revenue so that they can invest into the fourth location. So how they can know whether they are having sufficient amount of revenue or not? So here individual databases they can see and they can rate the performance of location wise, but they want to know the collective performance. For that they need to get the data from SQL Server, Oracle as well as Excel data simultaneously in one query. So as of now, I cannot write Excel statements on Oracle database and Oracle statements on Excel so that I can get the data. So what is the alternative now? So in data warehousing, we are having some technologies which are called as ETL technologies. So using the ETL technologies, the data will be transformed into the required format and it will be loaded into a location which is called as data warehouse. So here we are going to have the data warehouse. So this is generally denoted as DWH, and data warehouse is also called as OLAP system. So what is meant by OLAP now? OLAP means online analytical processing. The name itself it is indicating analytical, which means these data warehouses are generally used for querying or analysis. So in this data warehouse, we are going to have the entire business data. So then what about these three systems now? If you are having all the data here, which is the entire data, what about these three systems which are available? So in these three systems, we are going to have partial data, and these systems are called as OLTP. OLTP stands for online transactional processing. So these systems are generally used to run the business, whereas OLAP systems are used to analyze the business. But how we are going to get the data into the data warehouse means using ETL technologies, and here we are having the ETL technologies or ETL tools. There are many ETL tools like Informatica, even ODA is available. ODA is by default ELT. So in ETL, E stands for extract, T stands for transform, L stands for loading. So let us think here it is using Informatica or ODA. Okay, and even there are many other technologies like data stage, ab initio. Okay, all of them are nothing but ETL technology. So now, how this process is going to go now? So first the SQL Server data I'm going to load into the warehouse, but which format I am going to load? Let us think I want to use Oracle warehouse. Okay, Oracle e-business suite. So no, it means whatever the data I'm going to load into the warehouse, all the data will be in Oracle format only. Okay. So now how to get the data into Oracle format now? Because as of now I'm having the data in SQL Server. For that, first the data will be extracted. Okay, extracted is nothing but pulled the data, or the data is taken into the ETL technology. So which is nothing but the first process. After extraction of the data is done into the ETL technology, the second process is done, which is transform. So transform, the name itself it is indicating transform, which means transforming from one format to another format. So which means you can transform the SQL Server data into Oracle format using the ETL technology transformations. Okay. So after the data is transformed, okay, the data is still available in the ETL technology only, but the data is now available in Oracle format, which means SQL Server data is transformed into Oracle format and it is available in ETL technology. So that data we are going to load it, which is nothing but the third process. So where we are going to load means we are going to load into the target system. So here target is nothing but our warehouse. So this data we are going to load into the warehouse, which means the source data which is available in SQL Server format, it is converted into Oracle format and it is loaded into the warehouse. Once this process is done, we are going to get all the SQL Server data in Oracle format. So now the first source of data we have converted into Oracle. Then what about the second one? Already it is in Oracle format. So first step is mandatory, which is extract. So now the next process, which is transform. Transform, just now we said that we are going to transform from one format to another format, but here I do not require to convert it because already this is in Oracle format. So if you do not want to transform it, then in ETL technologies, we are having something called a simple pass transformations. Using the simple pass transformations, whatever the source data you are going to get, the same data in same format you are going to pass out. Okay, so like that you can pass out, which means same Oracle data without doing any modification, we are going to send it out. But let me assume I'm having some scenario here. Like in India Oracle database, I'm having a customer table. And in that customer table, I'm having some columns like customer first name and last name. But I'm not having any column like customer name. So in order to get the customer name, I need to concatenate first name and last name. So that work you can do in the data warehouse or even in the OLTP system, which is nothing but here in the Oracle system. But even you can do that using the ETL technology. Generally that will be done using ETL technologies. Okay, so you are not going to add a column which is going to be repeated in the warehouses or in the OLTP system. Always that will be done in ETL technology, which means you are going to create a new column using the transformations. Okay, using the transformation customer name column or the field. That field in Informatica it is called as port. Okay, in ETL technology Informatica it is called as port. Port is nothing but in database technology it is a column. So a port is added, and even if you want, you can delete the existing port. Like let us think, I only want customer name. I do not want first name and last name. Then even you can delete the first name and last name ports in the ETL technology. So now in my transformation process, I am adding a port and I am removing the two ports. Okay. So now with the altered table structure, okay, whatever we have done here is we have altered the table structure. With the altered structure, we can load the data into the warehouse in the required structure. Okay, so which means now in my OLAP system, I'm having a customer table. In that customer table, now I'm having customer name column, which is concatenation of first name and last name column. Okay. Yeah. Are you clear still here, Shirisha?
Hello? Yeah, I'm clear.
Okay. So now, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Shirisha. Let us continue. Okay. So now, what about the third system? The third system is similar to the first system, which means first you need to extract the data, then transform the data into the required format, which is nothing but into Oracle format, then load the data into the target system. So here our target is warehouse. So now after completing all the three steps, what we are going to get is we are going to get into this system US data, India data, and UK data. All these data will be available in Oracle format only. Okay. So now if it is available in Oracle, what I can do is directly I can write a Oracle statement so that I can get the data now. Which means without writing statements on the OLTP systems, directly I can write the database related statements on the OLAP system itself. So here we are going to get all the business data. So still what time we are going to get? So you are not going to get the data into the warehouse until you are going to do the ETL process, which means all the business data till the last ETL load. So when the ETL load has done, till that point you are going to have. Let us think. My customer table, I am going to load it every week. Okay, every week Saturday I am going to load the data into the warehouse, which means in this OLAP system for customer table, I'm having the latest data till the last Saturday. I'm not having the data this Sunday data and the Monday data. So when I'm going to get the data here, I'm going to get the data here in the next ETL load. Okay, in the next ETL load we are going to get. So now here you are having all the business data. Let us assume we are running the bank business from 20 years. Then all the 20 years data will be available in the OLAP system, but not in OLTP system. In OLTP system, you will be having around 2 years or 3 years data, which means partial data will be available. Okay, partial data. And now these OLAP systems are used to query. So for querying, we are using some technologies which are called as reporting tools. So without using reporting tool, if you want to see the data, you need to write the database statements. Whereas in the reporting tools, no need to write any database statements. Directly, you can connect the reporting tool here. So let us assume here we are having the reporting tool. And here all the reporting tools. And we are going to discuss about OBIEE, which is a reporting tool by Oracle Corporation. OBIEE stands for Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition. So if you observe, the data is not available in my reporting tool. The data is available in the warehouse. So you will be having bulk amount of data. You cannot load all the data into the reporting tools. So always the reporting tool will connect to the warehouse, and from the warehouse they are going to pick the data and they are going to show in the reporting environment. So here, let me use my OBIEE and see the data from one of the databases. So here already my server has started. Let me log into the analytics. So what we are seeing now is a OBIEE analytics browser. Okay, so this one you are able to see analytics, which means this is used to do the reports. So provide the credentials, log into the analytics, and to create a report, click on new and select analysis, select the subject area. So this subject area is an object which is created by the OBIEE developers. We will see even that subject area. Select it. So now here I have loaded the basic RPD, okay, which is having only two tables, employee table and department table. So now let me think, I want to see the data from employee table. So I want to see employee number, employee name, salary, and his department number. So I took the 4 columns. So without writing database statement or the Oracle statements, I want to see the data now. To see the result or data, click on results tab. Now if you observe, we are going to see the data. This is the data. We did not write any database statement. Still we are able to see the data. So how exactly this is going to function? But no database is going to provide the data without writing any database statements. But here I did not write any statement. Then how I am able to see the data here? So here, even here the database statements are available, but the database statements are written by the server. Okay, by the server they are written, not by the developer. So now OBIEE is going to generate the database related statements without using the developer's interface. Okay, so without a developer you are able to see the query. So let us see, let us see where is that query now. So to see the query, click on the administration tab. Then under session management, click on manage sessions. And here click on view log. And here you are able to see some log files are available. So let me copy the database related statement. And here you are able to see a select statement. Select salary column, employee number column, employee name, department number. These are the same columns that which we were seeing the data. From which table? It is EMP table. So whatever the column names here you are able to see. If you observe, here I am able to see column name like ename. But in my report, I am not having any ename column. I am having employee name. So which means whatever the columns that which you are able to see here are in the database. Okay, in the database we are having ename, whereas in the report it is employee name. So now this statement, whatever we are able to see here, is written by the OBIEE server, and also it can be called as BI server. So now if you want to create any report, first you need to configure a work which is called as RPD. So now, as of now, whatever we have done is report development. So I hope you are clear still here, Shirisha.
Okay.
No. Yeah. So
Yeah,
let me
clear.
continue. So here in OBIEE there are two tools available, major tools. One is the analytics, which is used to create reports, and even there are many other objects like dashboards or agents, okay, and saved filters, etc. Okay, there are many other objects. So now, if you want to use the analytics, first you need to create one more work, which is nothing but metadata. So here, that metadata is configured using the OBIEE administration tool. So let us see where is this administration tool now. So here, if you observe, I'm able to see something called as BA administration. Click on this. Initially, it will open a black command prompt. Then, within a few seconds, it is going to open the administration tool. So this is the administration tool. And in this administration tool, we are going to create a work which is called as RPD. So if you want to see what are the RPDs which are currently existing in the system, then you can click on this yellow folder which is open offline. And if you observe, there are some RPDs that which you are able to see. Okay, each object is nothing but a RPD here. Okay, so these RPDs, even though there are n number of RPDs here, at a time only one RPD you can load. So which RPD is used for reporting now? So here I am able to create some work, but which RPD is used now? So for that, click on this blue folder. Here it is showing us open online. If you click on this open online, it is going to ask the password. So whatever the repository you are creating, the repository will be having a password. So here I provided admin123 as the password, a capital, and the WebLogic credentials you need to provide, which are nothing but the server credentials. Provide the WebLogic credentials. Click on open. So now it has opened the RPD. So here in this RPD, there are three layers: physical layer, BMM layer, presentation. Physical layer, if you observe, you are able to see a database related icon here, which means this is the area where you are going to import all the metadata objects, whatever are required for your report. So here, if I click on this, you are able to see the schema name, which is Scott, which means I am using the Scott schema related tables here. What tables I am using? If I want to see, then I can maximize this. I'm able to see EMP and DEPT tables, which are available in the Scott schema. Those tables we are importing into the physical layer. Then we are going to configure the joins. Okay. After that, after all this work is done, we need to configure even the BMM layer and the presentation layer. So the BMM layer, this is called as the business layer, and this is the location where you are going to configure all the business logic. Okay. And presentation layer, the name itself it is indicating presentation, which means how you are going to present the data to the user. If you observe here, you are able to see an object. This object is called as subject area, and under the subject area, you are able to see two tables. One is employee, another is department. The same tables, if you observe, so if you observe the same tables and same columns, okay, same columns in the similar order, you can find even in the reporting also. Okay, if you observe, if I click on this employee, I'm able to see total salary, annual salary, okay, which are the last columns in employee table. Even if you observe here, you are able to see total salary and annual salary, which means currently this is the RPD which is used for reporting. So even though n number of RPDs are available, at a time only one RPD can be used. Okay, one RPD means one project. Okay, so now when this technology has begun and whose product was this now? So this OBIEE has begun in the year 1998, and in 1998 there was an organization with name Enquiry Systems. These people have started developing the files, but they did not build the tool entirely. Okay, at the time it was called as NQS Okay, NQS. NQS now stands for Enquirient Systems. And even now, you will be able to see some files with the name NQS. But they did not build the entire tool. So after 1998, in the year 2000, Civil Corporation has released a product with the name Civil Analytics. And these Civil Analytics people, they have acquired the NQS files from the Enquirient Systems and they have released this project. So which means even in Civil Analytics, you are having the NQS files. And the Civil Analytics is nothing but the version of OBIEE, but it was called as Civil Analytics and it is a Civil product. So when OBIEE has exactly came into existence, so that came into existence in the year 2006 when Oracle has purchased, okay, Oracle Corporation has purchased the Civil Analytics and they have renamed that to OBIEE and the version was 10G. So Civil Analytics and OBIEE 10G both are same. Only difference is that in OBIEE 10G you will be able to see Oracle as a name instead of Civil. So this is flavor of Civil. And afterwards, same Oracle Corporation have released one more version, which is OBIEE 11G, and this is strictly Oracle flavor. So now, what is the difference between Civil flavor and Oracle flavor? So in Oracle flavor, it is a fusion middleware. Okay, Oracle 11G is a fusion middleware, whereas 10G is not a fusion middleware. And also 11G is a version which is best suitable by the BI applications, which means OBIEE. We are having something called as OBIEE. So even in that versions, mostly 11G version is used. But in 11G, there are many flavors like 11.1, 11.2, 11.3, and still we are having 11.7, which is the most reliable version. Okay, even on my system, I'm having 11.7. But even Oracle has released one more version in 2015. Same Oracle Corporation, they have released OBIEE 12C, and even this is also Oracle flavor only. But what is the difference between 12C and 11G? So this 12C was introduced in the end of 2015, but 12C is a version which is cloud, okay, cloud version. In 12C, you need to go entirely with the 12C versions, but as of now, even though this was released about 3 months before, mostly the industry is dominated by 11G version only, not with the 12C. And it will take around a year so that 12C will come into the market, okay. But here, whether you are going with 12C or 11G, both are similar except only one topic, okay, only one topic. So even we will see that 12C related feature also, okay. So what we are going to learn is, we are going to learn OBIEE 11.7, okay. This is the version what we are going to learn, okay. So are you having any doubts still here, Shirisha?
Yeah, no. See,
Are you aware of what is OBIEE?
no, okay. See, actually, what I am telling is, actually, what telling that OBIEE is previously it is a civil analytics.
I didn't understand. Come again. Actually, your voice is not much clear, Shirisha.
See, what I'm asking is, it is now calling as OBIEE. Previously, it is civil.
Yeah. See, previously it was a product of Civil Corporation, and it was called as Civil Analytics. And afterwards,
Okay.
it was purchased by Oracle. Then they have renamed it to OBAW. Okay.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. Are there any other doubts that which you want to ask? And here in our course, we are going to see the administration tool as well as the reporting part. Okay, both of the things we are going to cover. Okay. So now, are you having any knowledge about ETL technologies and any other things which are related to OBIEE? Have you ever
No,
heard this term?
no.
Okay, so let me explain. Okay, so we are having something called as OBIEE. So OBIEE, it is a combination of OBIEE plus ODA or Informatica, and here Oracle is mandatory. Okay, Oracle database is mandatory. Okay. So here in Oracle database you will be having generally EBS. Okay. So now one flavor is available with Informatica, another flavor is available with ODA. So OBIEE previous version was with Informatica, and that version was 7964. But currently all the versions are, whatever the new projects are beginning, they are beginning with ODA. And in ODA also even it is 11G only, and OBIEE also it will be 11G only. Even for next 1 or 2 years it will be same. Okay, because OBIEE is best supported with 11G only. So due to that reason, even though this OBIEE 11.7 came in 2012, okay, this 11.7 came in 2012. 11G version started in 2010. So from 2012 onwards, even now in the real-time environment also, you are using 11.7 only. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to ask any more questions, Sirisha?
No, no, Rajesh, fine. I'm fine with this.
Okay. So I'm stopping here. Let me talk to Suresh. Hello, Suresh.